Hi, and welcome to...
Okay.
Hi, and welcome to the Guitar Geekorama. What are we calling this? What test is this?
This is the preamp test. So the idea that maybe a digital preamp, either in a Helix or in a Mooer preamp pedal, sounds potentially as good as an all-valve amp that we've got with us today.
Okay, so I haven't seen what's behind this big PA speaker here. I haven't looked behind there. But basically, this is kind of a blindfold test. I'm going to have a play, same settings, same guitar here. This is an Eldritch Custom, right?
Yeah, an SG,
SG.
humbuckers, Bareknuckle humbuckers.
I'm going to keep it in the neck position. That's the sound I like out of this guitar. We're going to run through the same speaker here. Dave's going to be behind the scenes, basically running through different settings, and I'm just going to, say which one I like. And there's a little bit of pressure on, I think. Because
we did this blind, and it turned out that there wasn't much in it.
Well, just hearing samples that Dave put out, I didn't hear much difference, no. But now actually playing and feeling, I'm going to see if there is any difference to the way that, say, a valve amp acts, or the emulators amp act, or the digital preamps act.
So the proposition is that although we weren't able to tell when it was recorded and potentially have any preference over it. Maybe live there is a difference in feel. So
possibly. Let's find out.
Okay, I'm going to disappear back here. I'll be on camera B. We're just going to keep rolling. I will shout out the letters as we go, and on the other camera I'll point to the devices in use, and we'll just see as I switch things around, just so he doesn't get any idea about plugs going in and out, AB boxes being hit, etc. I might sing rather loudly or make random noises.
Okay. I'll try not to cheat. I'm not sure how I can, but you know. Okay, so I'm just going to noodle around. I'm going to try and play similar types of phrases and chords with each setting, just so that it keeps it relatively fair.
Feel free to shout at me if you want more or less treble, any EQ settings or anything like that. Happy to do that. Right. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do a clean test. So I'll switch in and out the different preamps and also Poweramps. We've got a power station here from Seymour Duncan, 170 watts. We've also got the return in of the Egnater valve amp as well. So we'll see, if that makes any difference to the preamps, and if indeed Ian can tell. After each sound, Ian,
yes,
give us a mark out of 10 for it.
Okay.
And then you tell us which one you prefer. We'll just do clean first of all.
All right.
Okay. And just to make it easier for us to keep track of, I'll just do one Poweramp all the way through to start with. And then you can tell me which one you prefer, and if you like the first lot or the second lot better, if you see what I mean.
Yep.
Okay. Right, so this is A.
A.
Yeah.
Nothing to reference that against, but it's passable. Very decent sound.
Yeah, okay, bear with. Okay, this is B.
That's decent, but I prefer the first one. The first one had more presence.
Okay. Do you want me to change any settings on this to liven it up?
Not really. I would say like EQ wise, they're fairly in the same ballpark. So yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Right. Bear with. Give me a level.
So this is C, is it?
This is C.
Not much in it right now. Still preferring A.
Okay. Do you want to hear it again?
Nope.
Okay. Right. Right. I'm going to swap over the power stages now. So you know.
Are we going to cut between this bit, or should I tell a couple of jokes now?
Yeah, tell a joke.
Haven't got any. I thought we were going to cut. There's a joke. Me looking a bit awkward.
That's all right.
Oh, we're there already.
Hang on.
I can't remember any jokes. The only jokes I can remember are just like the filthiest, most inappropriate ones. They're the only ones that stick in my mind. That probably says more about my psychology than it does about, you know, my ability to tell jokes. Yeah, sure.
So this is D.
Okay, this is D. All right. Yeah, I like that one. Can I have something to compare it to? We've changed the Poweramp now, have we?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Generally, I would say that feels a bit more transparent. We get into these very weird things, don't we? When we're trying to describe sound. It seems somehow slightly more immediate, but I'm not quite sure if that's, you know.
So, which one do you prefer so far? A, B, C, D.
Okay, I think it's between A and D right now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Right, bear with.
Yep.
Okay, E.
Okay, it could be my imagination, but I prefer, so far, that was E, right?
Yep.
So I prefer D and E to A, B, and C, but A and D are still my favourites so far, if you see what I mean.
Yes, I do. Do you want to hear A and D back to back?
Not really. Well, I don't know. Is that? Can you keep that in your head and do that?
I can.
Yeah, go on then. A and D.
Okay, bear with. Right. Okay. This is A.
Back to A. Okay, you want me to swap back? D, please.
Okay. I'm just pressing loads of buttons, by the way, to say.
Yeah, I don't think he's changing anything back there. He's just It's just pretending.
Oh, hang on.
It's all the same amp.
Okay, this is D.
Okay. Okay, D has slightly more presence, but there's another thing as well. It has less noise, and that could be a factor.
Okay.
A had a bit more hiss, a little bit more hum. There's still quite a bit of a ground hum in this setup, but there's not a lot in it. It's still A or D out of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to push you on a choice between A and D.
Then I would say D probably. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Right, D. Interesting. So, should we move straight on to like a slightly overdriven sound?
I don't know. Or do you want me to sort of make a guess at what I'm listening to?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay.
So we're on D. What do you reckon it is?
Right. So I would say, bearing in mind this is a very clean sound, so I'm not trying to get any kind of howling distortion or anything like that. I just want a nice, clean kind of tone that's easy to hear the harmonics inside the chords. I'm guessing that I'm probably listening to the Helix running through the Seymour Duncan, but I could be wrong.
In D?
In D, yeah.
Interesting.
My feeling, my guess, just, and this is partly informed from what I've done before, is that I think that it was quite noisy, and I think that might have been the Mooer. I'm not sure. I felt that was noisy before, but I don't know.
All right. Okay. Cool. Right. What about A? What do you reckon you were listening to on A?
I think I was
saying the Mooer.
Yeah, the Mooer with the Helix again. I think.
Oh no, it'll be the Mooer with the Seymour or the Mooer with the Egnater.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. I don't know. I can't. With these clean sounds, I can't tell if there's valves in there or not. To be honest.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's get some slightly overdriven sounds going then.
Sure.
Shall we?
Yeah. And I will say as well, both very passable sounds. Like I wouldn't turn my nose up at either of those if I plugged into somebody else's amp and it sounded like that. It's perfectly decent. It's like you could play it no problem. They've got a new camera, so it's a tiny little thing with it's still on the old tripod, so it looks a bit like the Zoolander movie, you know, when they've got the really tiny little phones. You've got this tiny camera and this huge stand. It's just tickled me this morning. We're not sure about the camera yet. Might need to do a review of that. It's it misbehaved a bit on the last bit of filming. It was a bit grainy, but we'll see. We ready?
It was a bit. What is this? A camera for ants? Okay. Okay. Let's give this a go.
Yeah.
This will be A.
Okay. A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Flashing my butt cracks everybody every time I move anything.
We don't want this video moved to the adult section of YouTube, you know.
Okay, B.
B. Okay.
Any preference so far? Will I change this over?
Possibly B. Possibly.
Possibly B. Okay. Bear with me. Okay, this is C.
Okay.
All right.
There's-
Preferences?
you know, there's not really a lot in it. I'll be honest.
There's not.
No, there's not that much in it right now. That one felt a bit clippy, but not in a bad way. Yeah.
Okay, so
This is
D.
D. Yeah, that's possibly my favourite so far.
okay, bear with.
Mm. Now, I believe in ear fatigue, and I
Okay.
think that after a while, everything starts to sound the same anyway. So I'm trying to keep this
True.
short so I can keep my ears relatively fresh.
Yep, good idea. Right, we're on E, and I'm ready.
E. That's my favourite so far. I'm not doing this on purpose.
Okay. So, right, we're at the end. So is that your favourite?
So I
overall?
think E
Yep.
and then D.
Okay, so E
Yeah.
and then D.
Yeah, I can't
Just
remember what I
gesture
said
to
for the
camera
first
so
one.
they know what we're talking about. Okay, fine. And do you want to make any guesses about what E and D are?
Oh. No, I really don't know. I would like to say that the way you can hear the chords, it would almost suggest that you've got that kind of valve harmonics in there, but I wouldn't swear that there's a valve in that signal chain.
Okay, fine. Right, should we get a bit more heavy then? Have you got a plectrum there?
No, I haven't. Can I have one, please?
Yep, bear with.
Okay, so we're going for a slightly heavier sound this time.
Yeah, this is going to be full on, just distorted, kind of chuggy sound.
Okay, we're going for face melting sounds this time.
Okay, and we're going to go for A.
Mm-hmm. Good?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. Okay, so A.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, next. Okay, B.
Okay.
Any preference?
These are not the sounds I normally gravitate towards.
No.
At the moment, I don't have a preference between those two, but yeah.
Okay, bear with me a minute.
Am I looking increasingly confused? I can feel my brow furrowing.
Okay, this is C.
C. I actually don't like that one. I don't even know why.
Okay, fine. Bear with me a sec. Okay, this is D.
D. Okay. That was better than the last one. Still not much in it between the first two. That was D, right?
Yeah, this is D.
Okay.
So first two and this one.
Yeah, they're kind of all mushed into one at the moment.
Okay. Last one, E.
Okay.
All right.
Now, that one to me sounds the most obviously processed,
Okay.
but I also prefer it.
Oh, interesting. This sort of thing.
yeah, for this sort of sound and then for the way it worked, yeah,
So
I think it's
here's your favourite.
for that sound, yeah, definitely at this volume, and I think it would translate pretty good to gig volume as well. But like if you needed those heavier sounds, probably, and I'm guessing that, but there was something there was something processed about it to my ear.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
Right. So in the first one, your favourite was the Helix Preamp and the Powerstage by Seymour Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
So second one, the bluesy sound, that was the Mooer and the Seymour Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one, it was also the Mooer and the Seymour Duncan.
Oh, well, there you go. Go figure.
And you like the Egnater, right? It's not like you dislike it.
I didn't dislike any of those sounds.
No, but I mean, as a valve, and people will just say, "Oh, well, it's just beep out."
People would
Bad
say,
words.
"Oh, it's just a bad word."
Valve amp. But I mean, you're in agreement with when we plugged that in the shop. That was like our favourite of a lot of amps we tried that day. So it's not a very good valve amp as well.
Yeah.
So does that make any difference? Did you guys out there disagree or agree? Comments below. Write to us, guitargeekorama@gmail.com. If you want us to try anything else out around this. But I think otherwise our preamp testing is complete in this stage.
That was a lot of pressure.
It
for
was,
me.
yeah.
I've spent
I feel like I was bullying you.
I've spent weeks just revising for this, and it wasn't any of the questions I expected on the test. It's just typical, you know.
Oh well.
Right.
Cool.
Cheers.
Well, see you later.
See you later. Bye.